here. We are Spank the Blank. You guys are amazing. My name is Emma. This is Judy.
JC.
Michael.
Robert.
Scott.
Cool. We're stoked to have you guys tonight. Who has been to an improv show before? Okay. So we have some seasoned participants, and who has never been to an improv show before?
Nice.
Yes. Okay. We've got you right there. They're all right around here. Oh. Okay. So what happens at an improv show is we don't know what we're doing. We have no idea what's happening tonight. We haven't made anything up. You guys are going to be giving us suggestions off the top of your head, and we will take those suggestions and we will make fabulous, wonderful theater for you. And hopefully it'll be funny. So to get us rolling tonight, we're called Spank the Blank. We're going to do some spanking. We hope you guys will give us some blanking. What should we spank tonight? Anything.
Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower? Anything else?
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. How about let's go with the Eiffel Tower? That's always nice and... Okay, so we're going to be spanking the Eiffel Tower tonight. To get us rolling, we're going to start with a game called Emotional Symphony. That's new and lovely. Okay, so Emotional Symphony works about like this. I'm going to be your conductor. These lovely improvisers are my orchestra. We are going to be doing an emotional symphony, but not with music as you might have heard symphonies before. We're using emotions, states of being, feelings. So from you, I need suggestions on emotions, states of being, feelings. You know, how you're feeling right now, or maybe earlier today or earlier this week. So go ahead and just start yelling them out, and we'll grab them when we feel the urge. Horny! Ecstasy!
Ecstasy.
They are getting horny. These guys right over here, they're getting horny. Okay, I heard ecstasy. Keep them coming, keep them coming.
Sassy.
Sassy!
I'll take sassy.
She wants sassy. Get it, girl. Okay, keep them. Uh-oh. Depressed. This is it. She needs angry. Somebody give her angry.
I got depressed.
Okay, Robert's getting depressed. JC's getting angry. Keep him coming. We need some more.
Confused.
Suspicious. Good one. We like
I'll be confused.
Confused?
Like my life.
Feisty? Okay, who wants feisty? Michael.
I guess
Michael was feisty. Okay, and how about you guys be suspicious, okay? So this half of the room is going to be suspicious. This half of the room is going to be horny. You guys are off. Okay, and let's go ahead and just run it off. What are... Whoa, okay.
Sassy.
Sassy.
Angry.
Angry.
Feisty.
Feisty.
Depressed.
Depressed.
Confused.
Confused. Okay, so what's going to happen is when my hand is at its lowest level, the emotion will be at its lowest level. So, and as my hand raises, it gets higher, and more intense, and more intense, and sometimes, and then it stops. And so these guys, they don't get a chance to warm up because they should already be warmed up. But let's go ahead and warm you guys up a little bit, okay? We'll give you guys a chance to get ready. And we'll start warming you guys up. Okay, so you're suspicious, right? Okay, so start at your lowest level. Here we go. So when my hand is pointing towards you, you're making your suspicious sounds. And when it comes away, you stop. So your lowest level. Okay.
That was good.
Keep it in, keep it in, keep it in. Okay, friends. Hi, friends. How are you? Okay, here we go. Give me blush. Okay.
Strange, but
Yeah. Eiffel Tower. Oh yeah, let's just move this out of the way because it's a little bit scary. Okay, so here we go. We're starting with our emotional symphony. I'm your conductor. You're horny. You're suspicious. You guys are your fake. And now, for your symphony.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, I can't. I can't. I don't even. I don't even know. I can't even. I don't know. I can't. It is. I
Okay, so for our next game, we're gonna play our version of the dating game. You're gonna notice one of our improvisers just left the room because between me and you, he has trouble getting it. Oh, he knows that. But that's why we're here to help him. So we have 3 eligible bachelors/bachelorettes who are gonna try to hook up with him. The problem is that our improviser will actually not know who they are. So you're actually gonna help say who they are. Can I get suggestions for fictional characters from any movie, book, novel, whatever?
Voldemort.
Captain Crunch, Voldemort.
Dobby.
Sorry?
Dobby.
Dobby. Grab, improvisers, grab whatever.
I want Dobby.
Dobby. Dobby the Owl. That is a great catch.
Cat in the Hat.
Anything cat in the hat? All right. Anybody? Anything else?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean. Anybody?
Willy Wonka.
Don't Willy Wonka. Don't make me delegate, guys. Okay.
Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka. Okay. Michael, you're last. Anything
Cowardly
else?
Lion.
What?
Cowardly Lion.
Cowardly Lion.
Spider-Man.
I'm gonna go with Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. Perfect. Okay. So we have. You are.
I'm Dobby.
Captain Crunch.
Willy Wonka.
Okay, great. I would fuck all you. So I'm gonna get our contestant out on the count of 3. We're gonna say meet your date. So 1, 2, 3. Meet your date.
Dark wrong. Where's the? Is this the booth?
Yes, exactly. Okay, right there. Okay. Okay. So, hi there.
Hello?
It's okay. There's people on the other side. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
So, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Yes, my name is Milton Bradley. I'm 32 years old, and I came on this show today because my last relationship ended when my mother kicked me out of her bed.
That's wonderful. Well, lucky for you, we actually have 3 actual bachelors and bachelorettes just for you, and you're welcome to ask them any amount of questions you need.
That sounds wonderful. It's kind of hot in this booth. Does the lights have to be this bright in here?
Yes. Just keep your clothes on.
Okay.
Just keep your clothes on. All right. So, but lucky for you, our bachelors and bachelorettes transcended reality to be here with you for today.
Wow, all for me?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why, but they did.
Wow, Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well.
you're welcome to ask them anything that you want.
All right. Descendant number 1. Tell me, I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy when it comes to romance. What's your approach to romance?
My approach to romance, well, I like to plan something spectacular. Well, I would probably start by, before a date, I would probably send them a little trinket or something, right? And I would write in a limerick where to meet me for this spectacular adventure. And only those who are worthy, who are clever enough will figure out where to meet me to start the adventure. Yes, so I like to start with a lot of people as a group and eliminate from there. Only the cleverest and only the most worthy shall be able to win my heart.
That sounds very intriguing. Mother would not approve. Descendant number 2. Tell me, where you're from, where you originate from, what is a common belief that is very prevalent there?
I live in a box. Children love me, and they often like to dig into my box and search for toys. I give pleasure to children. Just like contestant number 1.
Contestant, these are great choices if you want to be a father.
Is anything that I say in this going to be used against
It doesn't matter.
Descendant number 3.
Yes, sir. Mr. Bradley, sir.
I'm curious. What is one thing that you cannot do without when it comes to a relationship?
Well, I could do without a lot that I have. But I need a master, sir, because, well, without a master, I have no purpose. And, well, now technically I am free, but that means I would need. I don't know what to do with myself when I'm free. So maybe you could enslave me again.
Maybe we can start with dinner and go from there.
Clothes would work. Just some clothes would work.
Okay. Contestant number 1. It may be the heat or the gathering carbon monoxide in here, but you sound very, very intriguing. Tell me, what has been your biggest accomplishment in your life?
Well, my biggest accomplishment is that I have built this empire. I have built this brand that is in every single candy store, every single retail store, and children, you know what? They beg their parents when they go to the grocery store to buy my items. I am extremely proud of the brand and the attachment children have for my brand that I built. And you know what? I make about 100 times more in this product than my next competitor, Hershey's.
Well, it's good that you're so specific. Descendant number 2.
Yes.
Tell me, who has been your biggest rival?
That guy named Quaker. Stealing my thunder.
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
He's horrible.
He is horrible.
He's horrible.
I work for the general.
Oh my God. Mills.
General Mills.
Mills.
That's it. He's the senior master.
Mr. Mills is a good master. Oh yes, he's a good master.
Why don't you come work for me instead?
I'm
Be
my own
mascot.
boss.
I don't think you
He's a
realize you
captain.
Hi.
Okay. Well, descendant number 3.
Yes, Mr. Bradley, sir. Mr. Bradley, master, sir. Yes.
Okay. Where is it that you call home?
I don't have the home! I don't have the home! I need a home!
No self-mutilation. We talked about this.
Are they okay?
They're fine.
She didn't eat breakfast.
I didn't have
Need
any
something to
breakfast.
eat.
I think you need something sweet.
I'm hungry. Hangry.
Well, that was helpful. Do I have time for one more round of questions?
Yes, one more.
Okay. Descendant number 1. Who would you say has been your biggest inspiration in your life?
Well, I have to say, my biggest inspiration, this person comes from a very surprising place that I never expected. He comes from a poor, wretched family. Actually, a little boy who showed up at my place of work one day along with all the snotty children from...
Me too.
Me too! Oh, yes. And the reason he inspires me and the reason I think he can become the next CEO of my company is because he has, the self-discipline to not just eat and gorge himself on all the delicious, amazing goodies everywhere in my workplace.
He's amazing.
Okay. That sounds wonderful. Descendant number 2. Where would you take me on a ideal date away from booths?
Ideal date is breakfast in bed. And I promise not to cut the inside of your mouth. And my berries are sweet. Call me. I am.
Well, I have heard that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Descendant number 3. Tell me, what has been your greatest drive in life?
Freedom!
Very noble. All right.
Hey, have you made a decision yet?
I could enslave you, actually. I could use it in my factory.
I can sing. I can't.
That is a good trait I look for.
Okay, the recipe.
Well, all right. I think I need to eliminate someone. I'm going to say that while I appreciate all of their willingness to transcend time, I'm just not a fan of Quaker oats in general, so I'm going to have to eliminate bachelor number 2 because I just...
He's a captain!
He might be a captain, but I don't like anything that risks cutting my mouth. The riskiest thing I ever consumed was mashed potatoes, so no. But between
Who do you eliminate next?
the 2 of them, I'm really stumped as to who number 3 is. But clearly she's got a slavery, a hard no. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that she is a grim fairy tale character or some sort of Disney.
Dolly doesn't like you.
I'm
It's okay.
sorry.
You can be my
You sound perfectly lovely. I just don't have any idea. But you're not for me because actually I really, really have a strong chocolate fetish. And well, Mr. Wonka, it's been a dream of mine.
transcended the booth and everything just for this.
That's amazing.
Yes, thank you. All right, thank you everybody for joining us in the dating game.
You guys I certainly swipe right on Captain Crunch every morning. So for our next game, we're going to call it Questions. We're going to have 2 contestants, 2 improvisers on the floor at any time, and they got to follow 3 rules. First, whenever they talk, they got to ask a question. Second, they can't start the question with the same word the previous improviser used. And third, they cannot hesitate. If they break any of those rules, we're going to throw that improviser out and get a way better improviser in there. All right.
Can you pat my black head right there?
Oh, don't you remember? I can't stand the look of your back.
Why do you just want me to suffer?
Ah.
Would you like to inherit a lot of chocolate?
Was it made by children in a third world country?
Are you strict about labor regulations here?
Don't you know I'm not?
So, are you ambitious enough to take over for me?
No.
Are you ready to sign the divorce papers or what?
Is this really happening?
When are you gonna stop crying, Charmaine?
Steve, why don't you want all my money and the security that comes from being with me? Oh, God.
Do you know that I already have all the money and have spent it all?
Why are you not even willing to stay for the children?
Could you please sign the friggin' papers?
What do I have to do to make you change your mind?
What are you willing to do? What and what is not allowed?
Why is this man dead?
Why did you bring
Why is not allowed?
Philip, why are there 20 half-naked clowns on our yawn?
Isn't that what you asked for, dear?
Did you think I was serious?
Are you challenging my memory again?
Do we have to go through this every anniversary?
Are we officially together?
Don't you remember that weekend in Bermuda?
Where is Bermuda?
Have you been drinking again?
Don't you know that's the only way I've survived living with you?
Could you try to be just a little bit less hurtful?
No.
Do you smell those baguettes?
What do you think I'm cooking in there?
Aren't they burning?
What's it to you?
Don't you remember? I'm throwing a baguette party.
Why do we always have to throw baguette parties?
You want me to hit you over the head with this burnt baguette?
Isn't that hot?
Oh!
Dude, you know I still have a black head on my neck.
Did you take pictures again?
Didn't you see it on Instagram?
Can you believe we're finally at the Eiffel Tower?
Louise, have you ever seen such a magnificent view?
How come I can't see anything?
Oh my God, are you blind again?
Why? What did you put in my drink this time?
Mildred, where did you put my Pepto-Bismol?
Milton, why do you not keep track of your own medicine?
Why are our names so similar?
Would you like me to call you Stupid instead? Alright, we're going to move on to our next game. The game that we're gonna play is called New Choice. You know how like when you have a normal conversation, maybe you're trying to impress someone, but you say something stupid instead, and then afterwards you're like, oh well, I wish I had come up with something more clever to say, but I didn't do it in time. So in this game, what we're gonna be able to do is actually, whenever they say something and I don't like what they just said, I'm gonna be able to say, ring this bell and say, new choice. And that means that they have to come up with something completely new, whether that's a new line or a new action. So I'm gonna be really hard to please. So I'm gonna be ringing this bell a lot in this game that we're gonna do. To get started, can we get a suggestion for a location where you wouldn't want to go for a vacation?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, how about, let's more suggestions.
Somalia. Trump Tower.
Oh, what was that?
Trump Tower. Trump Tower.
Jump tower.
Oh, suggestion.
White House.
Okay, let's do it.
Ivanka, this is the third time I have to let out this dress.
Don't talk to me about letting out dresses.
When did you get a Russian accent?
I can take up a Russian accent anytime I want. I have a Russian name. I can pick it up anytime.
Choice.
I've always had one. I've just been hiding it.
No. I'm certainly surprised. Hey Donald, you gonna say anything to your daughter here or what?
She can do what she wants.
New choice.
She does what she wants.
New choice.
You are Russian. That explains everything. Yeah. Where's Steve? I need to talk to him.
Oh, Steve left.
Steve left about
Yeah.
Jared.
Yeah. But we have to talk because you're going to be giving a press conference in 10 minutes, and if you're going to be wearing that, it is a no-go.
Does that mean I cannot talk with Russian accent in press conference?
No, I wouldn't advise that.
I would advise that, actually.
New choice.
I agree with your servant.
New choice.
He's my servant, actually.
New choice.
Who are you? Why are you in Trump Plaza?
He's the one who's actually running the country.
New choice.
He's the one who I've been hiding in the closet this whole time. He's coming out.
Mr. President, we've been over this before. I'm your press secretary, Sean Spicer.
Oh,
Yes.
you suck.
Yes.
You're doing a great job. You.
Fired!
Oh,
Fired!
that makes more sense.
Yes! That's what you were going to say, right, Daddy?
That's going to say that.
Yes, I know.
Now listen. I have swallowed a lot of crap from the two of you. And I have had to spin things that would make God himself dizzy. But let me tell you something. You think you're gonna fire me without a huge public meltdown, you are sadly mistaken.
I'm tweeting this.
Tweet that, Daddy. Tweet it right now.
Tweet.
Exclamation. You need an emoji with the sticky face and the sticky
Yes.
Do that. Maybe even
Screw
a...
Paris.
Maybe like that, and then maybe like that one. The tongue one.
You do it.
I will do it.
I'll delegate that to
Okay,
you.
this is my job. This is my job.
Ivanka, please, we've got the press conference in 5 minutes. What are you going to say to those orphans?
Oh, Oh, they'll be fine.
New choice.
Oh, the orphans. I'll tell them to, go keep trying.
New choice.
Oh, the orphans. I'll tell them that, I might need somebody to take care of my yard one time and they wash my car.
Ivanka, they have no arms.
That's right.
What does that matter?
New choice.
That could be an issue, daughter. It could be to just use their chests.
Scrubbers.
Scrubbers. Attach
We
something on
put
there.
scrubbers on their chests.
Yeah, put them to work.
We make special shirts for them, and we put scrubbers on their chests, and then they just do their thing.
It's fine with me.
That is what the press conference will be about, Spicer.
Sean, make that clear to the whole
Make
press.
it clear. Make it clear.
I could have worked with Wolf Blitzer.
Special. Special shirts with scrubbers. Send. Go.
That's how you
Done.
govern a country.
That's how you govern a country.
And scene.
Okay, while we're setting up, can I get a suggestion for a movie that everybody has seen it?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy, anything else?
Thelma and Louise.
Zoolander and Thelma and Louise. Anything else?
La La Land.
Okay, anything else?
Frozen.
Frozen. Okay.
Spaceballs.
Alright,
Spaceballs.
Baseball. Alright, okay. Because of that, I'm gonna do Frozen instead. So, Frozen.
Hello. Welcome to another edition of DVD Extra. I'm your host, Clayton Farnsworth, and tonight we will be featuring some of your favorite films of yesteryear and show you never-before-seen footage cut from the original film. Tonight's feature presentation, the hit film Frozen. But before we get to that, please help me welcome my very special guest. He was the lead animator in charge of the production of Frozen. Please welcome Mr. Mel Quintost. Now, Mr. Quintost, I understand that Disney and a number of other conglomerates originally had some concerns about Frozen itself. Originally, they weren't going to actually give funding to approve this feature film. How did you get around that?
The film was originally too violent. Lots of gore, lots of punching. The little princesses were just grabbing each other's hair. We had to tone it down.
Yes, I would imagine so. Tell me, what was one of the biggest challenges you had working on this film?
Oh, just the sheer song. So many songs and it's overplayed. I mean, who cares about princesses? Apparently a lot of people. So we deal.
I'd like to put a full disclosure to our 14 and under category of the viewing audience tonight. Just know that the opinions here do not represent those at DVD Extra. Let's move on, though. And I understand you have a number of small scenes that were cut from the original film that you brought here for us tonight, including the original never-before-seen ending to the hit film Frozen. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Now, I understand that this was your original vision of how you wanted the movie to end, but you decided to go with the ending that they saw in the theaters.
Yes, unfortunately.
All right. Well, I think our viewers at home and in the audience will be very delighted to see that. Let's see that original ending to the hit film Frozen.
Roger! It's not working!
Alright, Samantha. Alright, off. Stay frozen. Okay. Okay, your form was just terrible. You know, when we send you out to the intergalactic battle out there, you need to be a lot better.
I wasn't
than
queuing
that.
right.
No, you were not pewing right. You need to pew like me. Pew like me. Pew.
I was pewing all weekend in front of the mirror.
You just suck, is all.
God!
Oh, and also
I just
he, and he has some joint problems.
Well, he is only a prototype. I mean, we were cheap. The budget was, budget problems.
Well, his facial hair looks very authentic.
I'm gonna go work on queuing. Too much.
Come on.
That's how it should have been.
So, your original vision of how Frozen would end involved a live-action sequence between stars Kathy Bates going pew 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 pew, C-3PO, who was clearly out from the Star Wars set, and a number of strange people I'd never even seen before. Are they extras? Are they newcomers to the scene? What was that?
This was what happened when Elsa grows up. Ventures into outer space and fights alien robots. That's how Frozen was supposed to end.
I see. Well, let's move on to another scene. Maybe that will help to set the clarity a little bit better. I understand that the original opening sequence to the hit film Frozen was going to be a little bit different as well. Now, tell me, how much did you change visions from what you originally decided to go with and what we actually saw in the feature film?
It was a complete 180.
Oh.
Yes. What you're about to see, folks, is very alarming.
Sheriff! 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 Yes, did you see in the middle of the night, Big Boogie, he kidnapped my son?
Oh, Betty, I fell for the same trick. It's a ruse.
You mean my son's alive?
Hey, this here town's never gonna be the same. This is Big Boogie here, and I got this son, and I'm gonna want some ransom.
Don't just, it's okay, right?
Betty,
But I don't have any money.
Betty.
That's okay.
What?
You don't need money in this here parts. You come with me,
Why
girl.
you got money?
You come with me, and you'll get your son
I'll
back.
get you back. I'll go around and take some money, and then I will get you your ransom.
Is that what you're gonna do? We'll see about that.
If it takes me 20 years, that's what I'll do.
That's fine. We'll wait in the pasture with the tumbleweeds.
Be good to my son.
We'll see. He'll be thirsty.
I fell for it once, and I guess I fell for it again.
That was much better.
So, the opening sequence to the hit film Frozen once more was a live-action piece, this time starring Rush Limbaugh doing a terrible Western accent, and Alec Guinness as the, I don't even know what he was, Bogey, or what, I mean, where did these characters even come from? Were they supposed to be later in the film, or was this just a bad acid trip?
Well, that's your opinion. The central tenet of the film was to show Elsa's journey as a heroine. And she just saw, in the live action version of it anyway, she just saw the kidnapping of her future son by renegade cowboys.
Played by Rush Limbaugh.
Who's the most evil cowboy you can think of?
All right. Well, let's move on once more to another scene that you have taken from the film. Now, I understand that this scene actually came right before the big, huge climactic scene right at the end with Elsa. And I understand that, again, you were thinking about doing something a little bit different.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I can hardly wait. Let's see that now, shall we?
Anybody there? Anybody there? What is that thing? Stay there! Stay there! Don't get any closer! Don't! I told you not try to touch me!
the blood on the dress?
I noticed the half-naked exposed cleavage from the lovely Heidi Klum and Tyra Banks as Zombie 1 and 2. I am just so lost. What does that have to do with Frozen?
Very little. But the point was, you see, and you didn't notice, that was actually Leonardo DiCaprio making a cameo appearance whilst wearing a Steve Buscemi Halloween mask. He was a member of the undead. Elsa had to dispose of him.
This has been another edition of DVD Extra. I'm your host, and if any of you out there are by your phone, please don't freeze and call the nearest psychiatric hospital. Good night.
All right, folks, we're gonna play another game, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet, because it's a secret. I don't want you to know. But from this side of the room, I need a noun. I need an object of some kind.
A lamp.
A lamp, that's a good one. And from this side, I need a verb, an action word.
Dance.
Dance. All right, I like this. I like where this is going. Improviser Judy has been escorted out of the premises. She's She's been accused of a crime. The crime is dancing with lamps. It's a heinous, disgusting criminal act for which she must confess. The name of the game is Confession. Improvisers Robert and Emma are going to bring her in here and good cop, bad cop her into confessing that with lots of loaded questions. Because she has confessed to many crimes, but she didn't confess to this one. So, on the count of 3, let's bring her in here. 1, 2, 3, confess your crime.
Confess your crime?
I'm my lawyer.
I'm sure you do.
Do you know who I am? I was employee of the month at my local Subway.
Seat right here, please. Have a seat right here. Thank you.
Where's my lawyer?
Your lawyer has been contacted, but he has advised us to advise you to advise yourself to confess your crime while you still can.
I have sandwiches to make.
Do
Do you know how much the people love me?
Yes, I understand that you are a very important member of society, and that society is going to miss your sandwiches and your artistry very much while you are here in jail for your heinous crime, which is disgusting.
Okay,
It's disgusting.
I am sorry. Sometimes I spit in the people's sandwiches. I'm sorry. I think it makes it better.
You know what's good with sandwiches? Salsa.
He has a future in my industry.
Henry, you are not helping when you are conniving with the criminal.
Oh, Jackson, you know.
You're not supposed to be being nice to the criminal.
I'd be nice to him to confess sooner, isn't that right?
Are you going to confess sooner? Is that what it is?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
sorry.
yes,
Sorry. I shipped some items to Mexico that should not have been shipped. I'm sorry.
I think you're waltzing around the subject a bit.
You are. You're just tiptoeing. You're tiptoeing. You're stepping farther and farther away, and then you're getting closer, and you're stepping away, and then you're getting closer.
I like to dance. I'm sorry.
Oh, you do like to dance, don't you? What is the... You have been dancing way too much. And the dancing is not the problem. The dancing is not your problem. It never was. The dancing is not an issue. It is what you are dancing with. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Yes, I dance with many things.
Oh, yeah, you have.
I dance with men.
Oh, they come in all shapes and sizes, don't they?
Yes.
All colors and atmospherics, and there are different tones and textures. They have shades and splitters of shades.
Yes.
Some are tall, some are short.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes. Oh, it's just
Trees.
the
It's a metaphor.
trees too. So not even the trees are safe with you around. Is that what it is? Not even the poor trees are safe nowadays.
I have shipped some to Mexico and I'm really sorry.
That is. I'm just flabbergasted. Just stop giving her water, Henry! Will you just stop giving her salsa and chips? Jesus Christ! On a bike. Foothills. Oh my goodness.
These salsa and chips are really good.
I'm so glad you like them.
Yes,
And you're staying nice and full.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's too bad that there's windows in this cell because the sun's gonna be going down soon. And it's gonna get real dark in here. Real soon.
She's very bright.
Excited.
Oh, it'll be real exciting when it's real dark and you're in here all by yourself with me.
This time, I'm really sorry.
Yes.
That I went to sleep
Yes.
with the chips. I'm sorry.
You were dancing. You were sleeping.
Yes. Dancing.
You are
I'm a
disgusting.
very active person. Yes, I was dancing.
Okay, we have multiple crimes now that we need to start discussing.
What?
Yes, Henry. We not only have dancing, but we have sleeping too.
What?
I tell you, you better get that clipboard. You better get that clipboard. We have a multiple offender here. Trees are involved. There's trees involved.
I'm sorry, I was snipping the trees.
You were dancing with trees.
Yes. Who doesn't?
Well, I guess where you come from, that's just very common. But it's not common in the law state of the United States. It's a not common where there is a law. Henry!
Yeah.
Henry, you're not helping me here, Henry.
I'm sorry for jumping the border. I'm sorry.
No, read this here. Here, let me turn on.
I can't read. I'm sorry.
Not enough light?
No. I'm sorry for starting a fire.
Oh my goodness gracious. Because there wasn't enough lamps. You were just. There wasn't enough
I
lamps.
spit in people's sandwiches. I ship weird things to Mexico. I'm an arsonist.
You were jumping.
Yes.
You were dancing.
Yes. Yes.
Dancing with what?
I was dancing with these chips and salsa, obviously.
So the fire wasn't good enough. It wasn't enough light
No.
for you.
No, it wasn't enough.
So what did you
I
need
needed
to
a
do?
lamp.
Ah!
Oh,
Now
yeah.
you're going down!
Dancing
Get her in that cell!
Come on, darling.
5 years, minimum, 5 years.
Need my lamp?
I got some.
You're not taking that lamp with you. Get out of here. Okay. So, hi everybody. Are you guys having a great time? It's been like awesome audience. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you guys coming and just sending lots of like love and awesome vibes. So thank you so much. We're having a great time too. We have a couple more games for you. We're gonna play a game right now. And before I tell you what it is, I need a couple of suggestions from you. Really easy. Numbers from 1 to 10. Favorite number. 1 to 10.
75.
1 to 10. 1 to 10. Whoa, 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 whoa. 1 to 10. 7? 7?
9.
9? 6? 5? 2? 3? Okay, I heard 3 and I heard 7. I like 3 and 7. Okay, so this game is called Number of Words. So as artists, when we put restrictions and bind ourselves, we become more creative. So what we're gonna do is we are going to bind our actors to be more creative and force them to, dig deep to pull out that improvised creativity. So JC, my favorite, she's going to get as many words as she wants. And Judy is going to be able to say 7 words. Now she's going to be able to say 7 words, no less, no more, okay? Roberto can say 3, no less, no more. To get us started, we need a suggestion for their scene. So, oh my God, what did I just step in? Therapy. Therapy! Your suggestion is therapy. Go.
Therapy.
Therapy, like therapy putty.
Okay. Do you know what therapy is, ma'am?
Yes, that is why this is my business. It's to give people who have problems a lot of therapy that they can, pour all of their emotions into.
So does it work like this here?
Well, this is the subject before he's had a session of therapy.
I like it.
Notice that he is visibly becoming happier.
I love it.
Notice that his posture is improving, that his mouth is opening
So
wide.
is it also edible? Because yum.
Definitely edible. So, are you sold yet on partnering with me and becoming my first therapy therapist?
How about 10%, 90%?
Oh, you're talking about this. Hold on a second. Let's
More,
worry about
please, more.
Think. Oh, by the way, how are you feeling now?
I feel better.
He seems absolutely fine. I mean, look.
He is falling to the floor.
It's okay. He was too tall anyway.
Actually, that's part of the genius is that, people who are really suffering from self-consciousness, from being too tall, they don't have to feel self-conscious anymore.
I like attention.
I think you have an okay idea.
So does that mean you're gonna give me $500,000 seed money?
Keeping me down.
Do all tall people get to shrink?
That is the point. That is how I'm gonna make the world a more equal and democratic place.
I like your way of thinking, miss.
Awesome. Well, here's a term sheet I've drafted.
But wait, I don't have any money.
You don't work for Horace and Androids?
No.
Oh,
This dress, it's from Forever 21.
Take this, please.
this is just putty. What am I supposed to do with that?
Maybe you can eat it and shrink.
Okay.
And scene.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. You guys have been amazing. We have one final game for you tonight, but I am actually going to need some help from you guys. Specifically, I'm going to need some help from two people. First of all, these people need to be very brave so they can come up here and talk with me, as well as share their secrets with this group. And by secrets, I mean, everything G-rated. But specifically, I'm looking for, are there any couples in the group tonight? Anybody that's like in a relationship or on a first date, or has, thinking about marriage, or not thinking about marriage? Anyone, or just like some pair of best friends? Anyone like that? Nobody. Everybody here is perfect strangers. All right. Perfect. Come on up here. Come on up here. Well, please have a seat.
Thank you.
What is your name, sir?
I'm Adam.
Adam. Nice to meet you. Scott and
Anna.
Anna. Adam and Anna. So I just want to ask you a couple of general questions. This game that we're going to play is actually called How We Met. So. I'm going to go out on a limb and say someone's familiar with it. So, with that in mind, I want to ask you just kind of some basic questions. So first of all, how long have you guys been together?
Almost 15 years.
15 years. Wow. That's impressive. Are you married?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We're working on it.
No
And
pressure.
sit. Okay. Fantastic. So, how did you guys meet?
We met, we were working at an outdoor theater, actually.
In Washington State?
No, in Ohio.
In Ohio. Okay.
Yes, he was playing a frontiersman and he got to watch me marry someone else every night.
Ah, okay. So you were in the play as an actress. You were
Yes.
playing a part. Okay. And you were also playing a part.
Yep.
Okay. And what was the first thing that you noticed about him that drew you to him? And keep it G-rated, please.
Well, I thought he had just really nice cheekbones.
Aww.
And nice eyes.
Aww.
Yeah.
And what was it that attracted you to her?
Well, I liked her eyes as well. I've always had an attraction to blonde hair, so.
All right. So a little fetish thing going on. We all have our types. It's nothing to be ashamed of. And okay, so tell me, where did your first kiss take place?
It was actually in my car. We had gone to another theater to see their show, and it was after our third date.
Yeah.
Wow. Very nice. Very sweet. So real quick, what is it that you do for a living?
Well, I am an overnight stalker at Walmart, and I coach soccer.
Very cool. And Anna?
Yes.
Right? Okay, good. Cool. What is it
Like
that
the
you
princess
do
in
for a living?
Frozen.
Yes.
What
There we
do
go.
I do for a living? I teach drama to kids and I work as an on-call caregiver.
Fantastic. Well, thank you guys very much. Well, follow me right over here.
Okay.
You're going to get some special seating.
Oh my goodness.
So, I want you guys to sit right here. Adam, you can sit right here, or whoever. You can work it out. Basically, what we are going to do, though, is we are going to play How We Met. Now, how this game works is Adam and Anna have provided us with some great details in terms of how they met. However, they didn't tell us everything. So Michael and I are going to try to fill in the blanks based on that information. However, Adam and Anna are going to keep us in line. So, the way they're going to do this is, if we say something that is totally right, like 100% accurate, I want you to hit that green button. That means that that was as close to possible as to what actually happened. Let's just make that. And then, however, let's say that we say something or do something that's like so far removed from what actually took place. Adam, hit that blue bell. There we go, and that will be our cue to kind of try again and try to get as close to it as what actually took place. So to recap, Adam and Anna, they've been together for 15 years, not married. They first met during a theater production. Adam saw Anna performing as an actress, and she got to be married off in the play. And apparently his nice eyes, blonde hair fetish attracted him to her, as well as, I'm sure, a number of other things. And she was attracted to his cheekbones and eyes. Adam works doing volunteer work. Where again?
Oh, I overnight soccer at Walmart, and then
And
coach soccer.
And coach soccer, overnight soccer and coach soccer. And Anna, you teach fifth graders? Is that
Drama for kids.
Drama for kids. Wow, I am so good at this. All right. Well, fantastic. Thank you guys so much. So we are going to get started. So this is How We Met. Gosh, it looks so beautiful. I'm so ready to get married. Yes? Yep. Oh, hello.
Hi, I'm Adam.
Oh. Nice to meet you. I'm Anna.
Anna? Is Anna or Anna?
Anna, you can call me whatever.
Oh, okay. I can see how that would get confusing.
You're so funny.
Yeah.
So, I'm just so nervous. I'm just like, tonight's the big night, and
Yeah.
God, I've never been married before. Not even in a play. I'm really hoping that I look good. Do I look good to you?
You look great. You have great hair, too. Perfectly blonde.
It's real, too.
Better.
So, Adam, was it? I noticed you were around.
Mhm.
I hope this isn't too
I coach
forward.
soccer.
Oh, you
That's
God!
probably where you you saw me.
That's right. You like to play with balls. Oh my God. Well, you know, I've noticed you and your very sexy cheekbones and your
Yes.
beautiful eyes. I've noticed that you've been emanating a certain odor. I've noticed that you changing a couple of times in the back, and you're not very bad to look at, if I do say so myself.
I do CrossFit.
Well, you know, I'm a little bit nervous. Would it be okay if we just ran lines together?
Of course, yeah.
Okay. Right, so motivation and getting married.
I'm gonna stand up here.
Gosh, your cheekbones just glow in this light. Okay. So I'm getting married. You'll play my husband. But not really, because that would be totally weird and we just met. So.
We'll see what happens in a few years.
Okay. Oh, hello. I am here for the big wedding. Who are you, sir?
I am your groom.
I have never before seen you without your mask on. You look charming.
The moonlight shows off my cheekbones.
Oh, enough words. Hold me. Let me feel your embrace in this beautiful light.
I think that worked. Do you want to go grab some dinner?
My God, I would love to.
Okay, I have my car.
Oh, okay, well, let's go. Cut to 1 year later.
Yes. We must be in Europe. I'm not used to driving on this side.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I noticed it was when those nuns screamed, "Ah, you're gonna kill us," in English, that it got really out of hand. Yeah, I noticed you handle yourself really well.
Yeah.
Really well.
I lift a lot of heavy things at night, you know. Keep things in check.
You lift a lot of heavy things.
Yeah.
So last night when you lifted me to the bed, I was a heavy thing?
Ooh, caught me there. No. Not heavy.
Well, that was convincing.
Yeah.
Let's just get to the Eiffel Tower, enjoy the romantic view.
Sure, okay, here we go.
There we go.
I don't speak French.
Let's just go to a nice romantic bistro and get lost in each other's eyes.
I love your eyes, by the way. And your hair is still perfect.
Well,
How many years have we been together?
1.
Oh. Forever.
1 feels like 15.
You see, I'm not good at, just ad-libbing. I was trying to be funny, but
Look. I know this
always
is...
get it wrong.
It's okay, listen.
Yeah, okay.
Listen. As long as we're together, you know that I will always be there for you.
Mm-hmm.
In all of your bumbling and smells and terrible fashion sense and ability to make small children cry. Those are the things I love about you. Just promise me that in another year or 2 we'll get married, because I swear if I'm waiting another 12 or 13 years, I'm going.